Before we begin this yoga routine, I want to share a quote from Satchidananda, which is one who has an ashram in Buckingham, Virginia. Ashram in Buckingham, Virginia. And this is his image. Every time I say his name, I look over here. Not every time, but that's one truth, many paths. And that's the yoga I began with over 20 years ago, integral yoga. And this is his quote. I feel we don't really need scriptures. The entire life is an open book, a scripture. Read it. Learn by digging a pit, or chopping some wood, or cooking some food. If you can't learn from your daily activities, how are you going to understand the scriptures? That's some deep stuff. Now, in my opinion, immediately, I connect it to the Quran and how I understand the Quran. And I connect it to the Arabic word that means verse, but it also means a sign or evidence. And that transliteration of that word into English letters is A-Y-A or A-Y-A-H. And it means verse, but it also means sign, a sign or evidence. Because in the Quran, like Satchidananda is saying, is that a lesson, a sign, an evidence is from a daily activity. So you can look at the rising of the sun, for example. This is in the Quran. In regards to Abraham finally thinking, wait, I don't worship the sun. I don't worship this, that. I worship the creator of the sun. And this is the Quran. So if you don't believe that, that's not the point. The point is that the AYA, the sign, the lesson, is in living your daily activities and learning from your daily activities. So if you see the sun and you think, man, I worship the creator who created that sun. You know, as a Muslim, as a Muslim, that's how you think. Then Satchidananda is saying, read the scripture when you're digging a pit or chopping some wood or cooking some food. That's the scripture, that daily activity. And then when you grasp that and you go and read the scripture, whether it's the Bible, the Gita, or the Quran, or whatever scripture, you can understand it because you're living it. If that makes sense. Then you can take away from what I just said and say, you know what, that's a bunch of garbage. I don't believe anything he just said. And that's fine too, because that's what you're taking away. And in about 2 hours, I might not even believe what I just said. Things are changing. Things change. But I just wanted to start off with that quote today. And we're just going to continue to do what we did yesterday and the day before, which is beginning with the easy pose, which is the modification for the lotus.